Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Friday to you all. Hopefully, your week is wrapping up nicely, or if you're watching this at another point in the week, hopefully, having a great day. Nonetheless, this is very exciting. We have to jump back on board with a little bit of Mr. DPR Ian one time. Last time we had him on the channel was Don't Go Insane, and boy, was that an experience and a half. And I do feel a little bit bad because I completely forgot about that MV when doing MV of the year. And I saw a comment about it, and it completely slipped my mind until I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. So I can only apologize for that. But, well, since then, while we were away, of course, DPR Ian worked on and was featured on the MV for IU Shopper, which was my favorite song off of her mini album that dropped earlier on in the year. And, well, of course, he had a hand in the creative side of things as well, and that was very exciting indeed. I love the MV for it. Terrifically fun. But he's back with brand new music titled Saint, and just based off of initial just curiosity, quick dive through the comments, it looks like we are in for yet another visual masterpiece. And knowing the quality of his work based off of admittedly one song so far, I reckon this music is going to be equally as brilliant. So, only one way to find out. Let's go check it out one time. Here we go! Rightio, DPR Ian's Saint. Man. The thing is, I don't know enough about him and his music to get a grasp of what this could even remotely begin to sound like. But I think that's kind of the exciting part as well, is that I don't know what this is going to sound like or have an inkling of what this is going to sound like. Because my one reference is Don't Go Insane. So, let's just rip the band-aid off and let's just full send it one time. Here we go.
You've been lied to, and yet you're a fool for believing it. What promises did it make you? A world, power.
Even the sound engineering is good.
A way out.
Oh my god. Okay, visually the MV is extremely captivating, but for me the sound engineering for this is insane. The soundscape is the biggest I've ever heard on a song. What? I don't even know if we're in the MV, like in the song proper yet, or if this is just for the MV, but I don't care. Oh, this is part of the song, hold on. Oh, the subtle panning in the vocals too. My god, it sounds so good, but it looks terrific. Oh, ramp it up one time. Okay, hold on. God, the engineering is... What? This is a music video. There's enough sound engineering going on for this to be considered like a proper film. God. I swear I just felt my entire house shake. That could be an earthquake, but I'm pretty sure that's the MV doing that. It's very punchy. It's also very loud. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Love that, incorporating the launch pad into the actual MV visuals. That's cool. Very minimal on the vocal top line portion. It's a very performative and theatrical song, isn't it? This is a song that is meant to be paired with visuals. Interesting. Is there a continuation to that? Is that what that's signifying? Huh. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. And I'll be honest, coming from a direction where the main thing I do here is waffle about the song, right? Like, usually I'll spend, 5-10 minutes per song, usually just talking about how it's been composed, how the song progression goes, how the melody changes, how the song evolves over the course of the MV and whatnot. With Saint, it's a little bit more difficult because if we're talking, say, if it's just on paper, the song doesn't have a whole lot of evolution to it, but what it does so well is it's the creation of the scene that this song takes place in. This is a song that requires a visual element to it because the song is so good at creating the atmosphere that visual is portraying, so to speak. The engineering and the production behind this song is unlike anything I've ever heard just doing the whole K-pop thing. Like, I guess that's Limbo, isn't it? But Limbo, and I haven't heard Limbo. I wonder if it's gonna show up on here or not. Okay, there's Don't Go Insane down there, but with Don't Go Insane, there was very much a musical element to talk about. This is very much a production thing, more than anything. But man, is the production terrific. Like, go back to the beginning. Like, already here.
What promises did it make you?
You've got the storytelling portion, right? The narration. This is very much, studio recording sensation. It's very clean, very crisp. You don't get a lot of extraneous filters and modifications done.
A world. Power.
Reverb.
Or perhaps a way out.
And that reverb constantly moves and changes. It keeps the narrator in multiple different locations, almost like they aren't real, almost like they're a figment of your imagination, almost like they're not on this plane of existence, so they kind of just teleport in and out in different places, right? Once the music starts, admittedly, this is coming from a very biased point of view. There we go. Because I grew up playing in a string orchestra, so whenever I hear some really tasty strings, I'm gonna love it. But the impact that those cello hits has, and the lower strings in general just has there, woof. And this part, when you get the little choir, like blips of choir coming in, the sensation that this song gets. When it was just the strings, well, let's go back a little bit, but when it's just the strings, it still feels pretty tight-knit. There's that reverb effect that does feel dramatic, but it still feels somewhat still there. And then Then once the vocals come in, the soundscape feels huge. It feels like this is being performed in a theater that is like 10 miles wide instead of being 10 meters wide. Sure, we'll go with that. It feels huge. The sound feels like it's coming from everywhere, and it's rich, it's powerful. All of it has meat to it. And it just gets bigger and bigger. It might have gotten so big that it killed my headphones. Oh my god. Let's hope that isn't the case, because I have more music to get to today. Like, even at this point, when the song starts to kick in a little bit, it goes very soft, but you still get the occasional hits, right? Those hits are very quiet, but it feels like it's coming from all around you, and it rings forever. That's that massive soundscape that the song established beforehand. We're holding on to that. In fact, that by having such a minimal use in the music portion, and yet still take advantage of that soundscape that the song's set up, that's hard to do, I feel like. And the way they've done it is terrific. Wow. Yeah, it is a little bit more difficult to explain when there isn't too much of a musical element that I can talk about, but when I tell you the sound production, it might be second to none in terms of just anything that I've heard. I genuinely mean that this might be second to none when it comes to the sound production. And, of course, visually, it's tremendously captivating to watch. But I cannot get over just how unbelievably terrific it sounds. I do wonder, if I'm gonna open up Spotify, I'm not gonna listen to it here, but I do wonder if the studio version sounds any different. Like, if it was meant to be a YouTube thing. Okay, so there's two more songs, Saint and... oh, I guess no, it's Saint. So Skins is an intro track, and then Limbo. Could take a gander at those at some point. If not on camera, not my free time. They also come with instrumental tracks as well. Thank you, DPR Ian. I do love a good instrumental track, and that was a very tasty instrumental track. But, you know what? I feel like I've waffled long enough. Long story short, masterpiece. It's an auditory and visual masterpiece. And I feel like that is... Well, we are 2 for 2 now when it comes to those two things with the DPR Ian release, so I'll be looking forward to what he has in store next. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me. Say let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness to may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, voice crack, hello. Even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see ya next time. Bye-bye.